Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm going to be trying out some new high-end makeup products. So if you would like to see a makeup tutorial and my thoughts on some new makeup goodies, please keep watching. So just to let you guys know, side note, I haven't filmed in a little over a month. So if I'm a little scatterbrained or like all over the place, like I am now, that is why. It's going to take me a minute to get used to this. Also, I noticed, and I don't know if it's because I haven't had my ring light on in like 4 to 5 weeks, it's making like a buzzing noise. It doesn't seem like it's as loud as it was when I first turned it on, but if you can hear that, I apologize. I Googled it and now I don't hear it. Now I don't really hear it, so maybe it just did that because I haven't turned it on in forever. But I went ahead and ordered a replacement bulb, so if you do hear a buzzing noise, I hope it's not too terribly annoying and you guys still want to watch this video, but I'm going to replace it so that way we don't have to listen to the buzzing noise anymore. But yeah, in case you want to know where I've been, I do plan on posting a vlog. I'm not sure if that vlog will be up before this video or this one will be up before that one, but I do plan on posting a vlog just talking about like where I've been and how I took like a little bit of a break and stuff. But anyways, I'll stop rambling and try out some new products. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put my hair back. A little bit of a self-tan a couple days ago. I'm still using like the Bally Body tanning mousse, and honestly I don't like it. It's the only other one I've tried besides the Loving Tan, but like Loving Tan, oh my gosh, like as soon as I'm done with this Bally Body I'm going straight back to the Loving Tan because I love that so much more. But yeah, so I'm gonna try out 2 different primers just because this one is a sample and I wanted to try out a full size that I purchased. So the first thing I'm going to be trying out is from Beauty Blender. This is the Opal Essence Serum Primer. It says nothing on the back because it's a sample, but this is what it looks like. So I'm going to be trying this out. It doesn't really have a scent. I don't really know what to... Ooh. So yeah, like it said, it is a serum. Ooh, it feels nice. It kind of feels a little oily though, which isn't necessarily bad for me because I have normal to dry skin, but it kind of feels like an oil slick a little bit. Like it's almost too oily for me. It has a slight scent, but nothing too intense. It says Opal Essence. I'm assuming it's going to leave a little bit of a glow. Interesting. I'm going to look this up really quick because I want to see, since I don't have the box, since it was like a per pointer sample or something. Right. So I'm just going to Sephora.com. So this retails for $32 for 1 ounce. It says a moisturizing and illuminating primer that gives skin a dewy glow while helping makeup last longer. So I want to try this out as like a second primer, and then I'm going to use it to set my makeup after I'm done. But this is from Glow Recipe, and it's the Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist Hydrating Glowing Radiance, and this is what it looks like. So I think I'm allergic to the watermelon mask. I can't... Glow Recipe mask. It's like the thing you put on as like your last step in your skin care routine, and that left like little tiny white bumps underneath my skin, so I can't use it, which I was really sad because it smells amazing. But I didn't want to give up on this brand because I just love it so much, which I don't know why, because yeah, I'm like allergic to, but I wanted to try this out, so fingers crossed. But this says, this Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist is so delicate it envelops the skin like morning fog. The formula is a blend of watermelon, hyaluronic acid, and hibiscus that refreshes and softens skin and enhances makeup. Shake well before use. Use as a hydrating glow mist 8 to 10 inches away. Firmly press nozzle. Mist 2 to 3 times across face. And it says to use as makeup prep plus. Firmly press nozzle and mist 2 to 3 times to refresh skin and set makeup. Okay, so maybe I should just use it to set my makeup then. I don't know. Let's just try it for both, right? Ooh, this is cute. I like that. Just gonna give it a quick shake. Okay, the mist is so fine that I can barely feel it. So I don't know if it was actually hitting my face or not. It does smell really good. And I like that the mist is so fine, but yeah, like I can't tell if it's like all over my face or not. But it did leave my skin a little bit tacky, so I think that would be good for foundation. We'll see. And I like this little packaging thing. Alright, so I'm going to leave you guys for a quick second and apply some foundation. I'm just going to use my Profusion Feel Good Skin Longwear Skin Perfector. I have a video testing this out. I really like it. This is in the shade Medium 3 Neutral, so I'm going to apply that and I'll be right back. So I think the foundation looks pretty good on top of these primers. I think it made the foundation look a tad bit more like glowy slash dewy, because I know when I did my foundation first impression on this, it was a more of like a soft matte, but I feel like these two primers did give me like a little bit of added glow, which might be perfect if you're trying to wear like a soft matte or a satiny kind of foundation, one that has that kind of finish anyways, especially if you have dry skin like me. But yeah, I really like it. I think it looks nice. I feel like I could see a little bit of that Beauty Blender primer like kind of popping through, and I kind of like it. So for concealer, I'm probably the last person on earth to try this out, but this is from Benefit, and this is the Boi-ing Cakeless Concealer. I got the shade number 4. This is the box. I wonder, is this supposed to be, hold on. Like, I wonder if this is the liquid form of the Benefit Boi-ing that comes in the pot. Do you guys remember this? I used to love this, but it's industrial strength concealer. Like, no joke, that's what it says on the back. It is the most full coverage concealer I've ever used in my life. So I don't know if this is supposed to be like the liquid version of that or what, but it says, Cover More Cakeless. This full coverage liquid concealer hides it all from dark under eye circles to blemishes and discoloration, yet it feels lightweight, doesn't cake or crack. 24-hour long wear, waterproof, cushion tip, smooth application, blends seamlessly. So, and I think this is the one that looks like a little pencil, right? Yeah, you guys. This packaging is so freaking cute. I love that. It's pretty light, but okay, so it's just a regular doe foot. I'm gonna go probably pretty light-handed. I know it's like everybody on TikTok is doing their concealer like this, but I just don't want to apply too much because my skin is really dry already. Oh yeah, I told myself I was going to stop highlighting my chin because I feel like it makes my chin look bigger, and then I just did it. It's like force of habit at this point. Just going to press that in with my Morphe E45. Let's see. I think maybe I should have did sections because I feel like it's drying down fairly quickly. Ooh, but I like the shade. Like, it's not too light, it's not too dark. It's like the perfect shade. And I'm gonna try blending out the rest of my face with my sponge. It looks nice with blended out with a brush and a sponge. I almost always do the center of my face with a sponge anyways, because for whatever reason, if I try to take like my concealer brush to my nose, it just pulls off my foundation and everything. So, but it looks really nice. Yeah, I like that. I mean, I feel like I could add just like a little bit more. So I'm gonna do that. By the way, have you guys heard that Becca Cosmetics is going out of business? Like, what? When I saw that on Instagram, I was like, are you serious? Because there's some brands that I know that have gone downhill and never resurfaced, and Becca was not one of them. I didn't think anyways. Like, I thought for sure maybe they would just, I'm just gonna add a little bit right here. I thought for sure maybe before they just decided to quit, I guess, or stop producing makeup, that they would have like sold the brand to somebody else maybe. Kind of like what Kat Von D did. Like, she just sold her brand to, I don't know, somebody, and then they changed the name to KVD. But yeah, I mean, I haven't seen anything that said that they sold their brand. As far as I know, they're just going to be gone for good as soon as they sell out of everything on their website. But that's sad. Like, Becca is not a brand that I would always run to when they came out with new products, but almost every single thing I've purchased from them I love. So I just can't believe that they're gonna be no longer around. That's kind of sad. Like, I was a little sad when I saw that, but I really like this concealer. It reminds me a smidge of the Tarte Shape Tape, but it's just not as drying. So if you have tried the Tarte Shape Tape and it's really drying underneath your eye, but you want to love it like me, like I want to love it because everybody else loves it, I would try this, because to me it has kind of like the same matte finish in a way and the same coverage in my opinion, but it's not as drying. So far so good. So I'm going to kind of just let the concealer just really sink into my skin before I go and set it. I've been trying to avoid setting my concealer for the last few months because I noticed if I just like wait, for the most part, it'll just dry down and I don't really have to set it. I don't have to set it at all, or I just have to set it a tiny bit, which it just looks better on me because I feel like the more powder I put under my eyes, it just looks cakey and it kind of makes me look older. So I've been trying to avoid that. But let's try out some brow products. So I'm going to be trying this. I just found it in my room. I got it from my mother-in-law and she brought a couple of them and then she gave me this one to try. So I figured if this doesn't work out, I'll just go in with my normal like pomades or whatever. But this is from the brand, I think it says tat-brow microblade brow pen, and I have the shade dark brown, so it might be, so it does have like the little 3 bristles to mimic like brow hairs. Let's see, this might be too dark, might be a little dark, but you could see, look at that. I guess if I like this enough I could just get my shade, so we'll see. I'm just gonna brush my brows up. We'll see. Maybe I'll use this in the center and the tail, so that way if it is like too dark, it's not, you know, all the way over here. So I've never used anything like this, so I don't really know what I'm doing. It's definitely, okay, so I feel like it looks more realistic on the center of my brows where like my brow hairs are longer, and then over here it just looks kind of stumpy. Does that make sense? Like I can't get the stroke all the way through. It just stops because this brow hair is so tiny, but I kind of like this. I'm gonna have to fix this with pomade, but it's really easy to use too. I'm just like placing it and then pulling up. You know what? This would be perfect if you wanted to do like soap brows or those like laminate brows, like the DIY ones. This would be perfect. But I feel like trying to make a brow, like, you know, when you do like the faux laminate brows, you kind of just like put the soap up there and like push them all the way to the top and just kind of leave them and just like fill in a little bit of the spots. I mean, if you have to fill in your brows, if not, you have already perfect full brows and you don't really need to do that. But I feel like right now I'm trying to fill in an entire brow so it doesn't look that great. But I think if I did the soap brows and then went in with this product, it would be perfect. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow and then I'll be right back. Alright, I feel like this tat-brow microblade brow pen thing is like a one and only thing. Like I tried to go over it, well I did, with my dip brow and it like balled up and like flaked off my eyebrow. Does that make sense? And it kind of just like went all over the place. So I feel like this is one of those things that you use and you don't brush out, because when you brush it out, it literally balls up and kind of just like falls off. So this is a one and done, maybe with a clear brow gel, but that's it. Like I wouldn't suggest brushing this out. So yeah. Anyway, so moving on, I'm going to be trying out this Complex Culture Full Out Brow Gel. This is Tinted Volumizing Brow Gel. I have the shade Warm Blonde, so maybe that'll help kind of lighten up my brows too. This says, tame, fluff, and fill in your brows with this weightless tinted gel enriched with biotin to strengthen and condition. The dual-sided brush both tames unruly hairs and boosts volume with zero fuss. This effortless arch enhancer gives natural looking brows with a long-lasting polished finish. So this is what it looks like. I don't think I've tried anything from this brand. It's giving me like kind of knockoff Dior vibes with the packaging, but that's what it looks like. It says it's double-sided. How's it double-sided? Oh, like the actual brush thing is double-sided, kind of like a mascara wand. I was thinking that it had a double side, you know, like on this side. So let's try this out. I'm using like the longer bristle side. This reminds me of like the Benefit Gimme Brow or the Essence Make Me Brow. It reminds me of those. I think I prefer the side that has the longer bristles. I do like this though a lot. It might be my new favorite like brow gel. Yeah, I like this a lot. I like how it made my eyebrows like kind of bushy, but like not too crazy, and it also feels like it really is holding them in place. I really like that. Moving on to some powder. I'm going to be trying out the It Bye Bye Pores Poreless Finish Airbrush Powder. This is developed with plastic surgeons and dermatologists. Sweep a small amount into skin using your favorite brush. It says you could put it on bare skin too. Silk, collagen, antioxidants, and peptides. Anti-aging, skin loving. And this is in the shade Translucent. I think I'm just gonna set like the areas where I'm gonna put like bronzer and stuff. It does come with like a little poof, and maybe a little bit on my under eye, but I'm not gonna set my whole face. I'm just gonna use this brush. This is a Morphe G5. I'm just gonna get in the cap and press that in the areas I want to put the bronzer, blush, and highlighter. I don't know if I'm the only one that feels this way, but I swear, like, translucent powders are supposed to be translucent for a reason. They're not supposed to like alter the shade of your foundation and stuff, but like I feel like translucent powders always lighten my foundation. Does that happen to you guys? Because like I feel like that always happens to me. And I'm just gonna dust some on my forehead because I hate it when my bangs stick to my forehead. Okay, so for bronzer, I'm going to be trying out this It Cosmetics Ombre Radiance Bronzer. This is also an anti-aging matte to radiance bronzer as well. This is in the shade Warm Radiance. This is what it looks like. This is big. Look at that. Okay, so I guess if you just want the matte side, you just use this, and then if you want more of like a luminous one, you just swirl your brush. So that's probably what I'm going to do. And then I've been doing my bronzer a little bit different. Thank you, TikTok. So before I would bring my bronzer like all the way down, like do the 3 thing, but I don't really do that anymore. Now I just apply everything like up in like a sweeping motion, you can see. And then I'll just continue to do that. I just feel like it really lifts my face and it doesn't really like drag it down like it used to. This is pretty. I really like this. I'm gonna load up on it so you guys can really see it. It's really pretty. I like this a lot. And then I'm just gonna do a little bit on my forehead. I usually skip bronzer on my forehead because I have bangs, but that's really pretty. Okay, I might have found my new favorite bronzer. I really like the shade of it. It's like more of like a natural shade of bronzer, if you will. Like it's not like, I feel like you can't really tell that I put bronzer there. It looks like I just have like a nice tan, which is probably like the whole point of bronzer, but usually I overload on bronzer to where it looks like I'm wearing it, but to me this just looks more natural and I really like that. For blush, I'm going to be trying out this Narcissist palette. This is the Wanted One cheek palette. This is what it looks like. Love the packaging. I usually wait to buy stuff from NARS when they come out with these like cheek palettes because I feel like this is a better deal and I'm never gonna go through an entire single blush. So I feel like this was somewhere between like 40 and 60 bucks, but if you pay attention to Ulta, like almost always these palettes go on sale for like 25, 30. So I think that's a really good deal, especially for 6 NARS blushes. So I think I'm just gonna go in with these 2 matte shades right here. And there are 2 shimmers in here, and I think basically it's 4 mattes and like 1 shimmer blush and then 1 kind of like highlighter shade. Yeah, it's definitely a highlighter. And then the pink blush has a little bit of shimmer in it too. Ooh, it's pretty. So I'm just gonna mix the 2 matte shades, and then like I said, I've been applying my blush, bronzer, and highlighter different, so I'm just gonna apply my blush up here. Normally I bring it on the apples of my cheeks, but I started doing it this way. Ooh, this is pretty too. It's kind of like a everyday blush shade, even though I am mixing the 2 together, but I think these 2 shades would be perfect for any kind of makeup look you wanted to do. I still haven't jumped on the trend where people are putting blush on their nose though. I still haven't done that. I think I might save that, try that out for the summertime. Okay, so I really like those. I think I'm gonna go in with the middle shade right here. It has a little bit of a kind of glow in it, and just lightly pop that on the apples on my cheeks. So for highlighter, I'm going to be trying out the Benefit Cookie Highlighter. I think this is like Jaclyn Hill's like favorite. I tried out the Tickle Highlighter in one of my other videos and I really like that shade. So I wanted to try out the Cookie one too, but I was kind of, it comes with like this little brush. I was waiting until I had like a tan on because I feel like this is like a darker highlighter. That's what it looks like. Let me use my Anastasia highlighting brush. Looks like there's a ton of like glitter in here, but I guess we'll find out. Apply that to the very high point of my cheek, like literally right where the bottom of like my eye socket is, I guess you would say. Ooh, this is really pretty. I understand why she likes it. And I feel like fair skin could get away with this too, like light skin, maybe not porcelain, but it is like a champagne gold. But I thought just by looking at it that it was a little dark, but now that it's on my skin, it's lighter than I thought. So I think I could definitely get away with wearing this when I don't have a self-tan on too. It's really pretty. And it's weird because like it looks like there's glitter in it, but then it just looks like it melts like into the skin. It's really pretty, and I feel like it's kind of giving me like a natural glow, but if you really wanted that like blinding highlight, you could just like spray your face with setting spray first, or get your brush wet with setting spray and then apply it, and then you'd get that like glowy highlighter look. It's really pretty though. I'm gonna pop just a smidge on my cheeks because I like it when you can see the highlighter from like all angles, you know? Okay, love that. So I'm going to take a little bit of the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores powder and just kind of bake a little bit underneath my bronzer. I'm just going to use my sponge. So for eyes, I'm going to be trying out the Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions palette. I'm pretty sure I've tried the Smoky Obsessions one and I really liked it. So I like these little mini palettes. You get like, how many shades is this? 9 shades in this little tiny palette, perfect for traveling or storage, really anything. Like it's nice having like these smaller ones every once in a while because eyeshadow palettes take up a lot of room. So, and I'm basically just going to try to use as many of the shades as possible. So let's go in with the cream shade first. I'm going to apply that all over my lid. Let's go in with this pink shade right here. I'm just going to use the same brush. And I'm just putting this like in my upper crease, kind of like a transition shade, if you will, which I guess I probably should have used. Okay, I'm going to go in with the middle brown shade, this one right here, because that's more of like a transition shade. Those 2 shades look good mixed together though, so I'm just going to do the same thing on the other eye. Now I'm going to go in with this Sigma E25. It's just a more precise blending brush, and I'm gonna go in with, I really like this red shade, so I kind of want to try it out, this bottom dark red shade, and I'm gonna put that in my crease, like directly in my crease, and then on my lid. I'm just gonna take a little bit of this with my finger and apply it to the lid. Yeah, like I said, it definitely looks darker in the pan, and it's not as dark when you apply it. I'm gonna go in with this, I don't know if it's gonna be dark, but this shade right here, and apply that on my outer corner and kind of like in my upper crease. This one looks like it's actually gonna be darker. That other one, it's a little disappointing, honestly. I mean, it's a pretty shade, but it doesn't look the same on my eyes it does like in the palette. So I'm just applying this shade my outer corner and a little bit in the crease just to deepen that up a little bit. I don't know. It's okay. I think it's like one or the other. Like these two darker shades don't really belong together in my opinion. I'm starting to get like a little muddy. Not terrible, like it's obviously better than some darker kind of maroon shades I've used, but yeah, it's not bad, but it's not my favorite. I'm just gonna go back to the first two shades we used and just apply those back into my crease and just kind of like blend everything together. Going with this shade right here, it's a shimmer shade. I'm gonna apply that with my finger first, see what that looks like. And I'm just gonna apply that all over my lid. And I always go a little bit in the crease. Ooh, it looks really pretty with a finger. If you wanted to amp it up, you could spray some Fix Plus on like a flat shader brush and apply it. Okay, so I'm going to take this lighter pink shimmer here on the top row middle and just put that in the center, kind of like a halo eye. Now I'm going to take the lightest shimmer in the palette right here, and I'm going to use that as my inner corner and my brow highlight. So I just lightly set my under eyes with this IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores powder, and I just used this double-sided KKW Beauty brush. I think it came with her concealer, but I'm just going to work on my lower lash line. So I'm just going to take the same shades and just pile them on top of each other. I always start like lightest to darkest. So I don't hate this palette, but I don't love it. Like I definitely like this Smoky Obsessions better. Like if this is like your go-to shades, I think you would like it. But I don't usually wear a lot of like berries, I guess you would say, on my eyes. Not all the time anyways. Normally I wear these kind of shades like in the fall time. I think it's good, but I like the Smoky Obsessions one better. But for the price, I think it's a really good deal. And everything did blend out pretty good, like I said, compared to some of the other eyeshadow palettes I've tried that has like these dark berry shades, which I feel like can be hard to blend out. Like these shades and like green shades, I feel like can be kind of difficult to blend out. Just gonna apply a little bit of Lower Lash Mascara. This is the Essence Lash Princess Waterproof Mascara. It's my favorite. So I'm just gonna pop on some lashes. I'm gonna grab them from my lash book, and unfortunately I don't know what any of those are anymore because I already took them out of the original package, so I'm sorry. And then I'll be back, and the last thing we have to try out is a lip product. So my lashes are on. I started applying my lashes underneath my natural lashes, and I use this product from Kiss. It's called the Falscara. There is a side that's to bond your lashes, so you put that side on first on your own lashes, and then you put on your false lashes underneath, and then you go in with the seal side, and that just seals them onto your natural lashes. And I will never ever apply lashes on top of my lashes ever again in my entire life. Like, this way makes it look like lash extensions. It's not poking me in the eye, which it's weird because if I apply false lashes on top of my natural lashes, they're always like, it's almost like they're weighing my lashes down and they're poking me in the eye all the time. But putting lashes on this way is so comfortable and it looks so much better, I feel like, and you don't have to worry about the corners coming up. Like, genius. It is genius, whoever came up with this. But yeah, I love it. So I applied that, and then for lip liner, because I don't have a new one to try out, I just used this Makeup Revolution one. This is the Satin Kiss lip liner in the shade TGIF. So for lips, I'm going to be trying out the Nabla, I don't know. So this is the brand. I've seen it on Ulta before. This is the first thing I've ever tried from them. This is the matte liquid lipstick in the shade Dreamy, I believe, or Coco. So it must be Dreamy Matte Liquid Lipstick. This is in the shade Coco. I love the packaging. I think it's super cute. And then this is what it looks like. Oh, it's like a moussey kind of formula. That is dark. I wasn't planning on doing this like vampy makeup look today, but here we are. It's really dark. I like the shade of it. I'm not a big fan of the formula. I don't really like, I like more like liquidy liquid lipstick formulas. I'm not really into like the moussey kind of, not chunky, but like moussey thicker formulas. Don't really like that. Yeah, I like the color. It's not a color I would wear every day. This is definitely more of like a full-time color for me, but I think I would need to try like a lighter color of this liquid lipstick before I would be able to tell you guys to go buy it, you know what I mean? Because like this isn't a shade, I don't know what I was thinking when I picked out the makeup today, but this isn't a shade that I would wear all the time, so I don't want to say, hey, go buy this, because I feel like one thing I will say, it is pigmented enough to where you can't see through it. You know how sometimes when you get those darker liquid lipstick shades, you have to layer it a couple times because you could still kind of see through it? This one is like one and done. You don't have to keep layering it to get that opaque color. So I will say that. I haven't seen myself in makeup in so long, and then with dark makeup, it's like taking me back. So I'm done with everything, so I'm going to do a quick spritz of the Watermelon Glow Fine Mist. Ultra Fine Mist, and we'll use this to set our makeup. I thought that was gonna give me like a little bit more glow, but it didn't really, so So I'm just going to quickly go over everything that I used and give you guys my final thoughts, no particular order. So we have the Nabla liquid lipstick in the shade Cocoa. Like I said, it's very opaque, one swipe and you're done. So if you like vampy dark colors, I think you would like that this was opaque because like I said, you don't have to layer it. Not a big fan of like the moussey kind of formula, but again, if that is something that you would like, definitely check this out. I think I need to get a hold of a lighter shade to be for sure if I like or don't like this, so I'm kind of like 50-50 about it. Then we have the Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions palette. 50-50 on this as well. Like if these are shades that you use all the time, I would definitely recommend this because for the price and 9 shades, you can't beat that. But I do like the other mini palettes that I've tried from Huda Beauty better, and I also like her bigger palettes better. This one isn't something that I would necessarily reach for unless I was traveling or if I wanted just something that I could grab if I knew for sure I was going to do like this berry look. I would grab this, but it's not something that's going to like live on my desk for the next few days, so I'm like 50-50 about it. Then we have the Benefit Cookie Highlighter. I love this. I think this will look really nice on a lot of different skin tones, fair, light, porcelain, and kind of like a tan. I'm more of like a medium light skin tone right now with my self tan, but I really like it. I think it gave like a natural like glow from within, and I definitely feel like if you wanted to apply a bunch of it or get your brush wet first with some setting spray, you could really make it blinding. So I kind of like that it's like natural to like extreme. So I definitely recommend that. Then I have the IT Cosmetics Ombre Radiance Bronzer in the shade Warm Radiance. Love this. This is going to live on my desk. Like I said, I think it would look really nice on mature skin as well. I love that you have just like the all matte version, or if you want to swirl your brush like I did, you could get more of like a glowy bronzer, although I don't feel like it was all that glowy. So maybe you could go in with the matte swirled around and then top it off with a lighter shade to get more of that like glowy bronzer look, but I love this. I really like it. I love the shade of it too. It's like that natural bronze and it doesn't look like you put on a bronzer. Then we have the Narcissist Wanted 1 palette. Like I said, you can't really go wrong with like these NARS palettes because for the price, they equal out to be what? Before on sale about $10 a piece, which at this point is cheaper than drugstore. So you get six shades for about 40-50 bucks. I think that's a really good deal. So yeah, I do really like this. I'm excited to play around with the other shades as well. Next we have the Benefit boi-ing Cakeless Concealer. This did crease on me, so there's that. If you have oily skin, maybe it wouldn't crease on you, but it did crease on me, and I have like normal to dry skin right now. Like my under eyes aren't really that dry because I wear a lot of eye cream, but I love the shade of it. I think with a light hand it looked really nice. Like after I set it with that powder, it doesn't look terrible, I guess is what I'm saying, but it definitely creased a little bit. But I will continue to use this because I do like the shade of it and I like the finish that it left on my skin. So yeah, I guess I would recommend this, but I just wouldn't go crazy with it because a little bit still kind of creased, you know, but maybe it wouldn't have creased if I would have set it. So yeah, I know, I feel like I sound like a hot mess right now, but I'm trying to explain like every thought that's coming to mind. Then we have the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores powder. I like this, but I do feel like if you applied a lot, you would feel it. Like it would feel kind of like it was like sucking the moisture out of your face, but with like a big fluffy brush and like a little bit amount, I think it was perfect. So I like that. Then the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist smells really good. So far so good. We'll see, I guess, if it makes me break out or whatever. Didn't really leave that much of a glow, so maybe I just need to spray more. But yeah, I think I like it better so far as like a primer as opposed to like a makeup topper. I think if I want a dewy look from using it as like a makeup topper, I would have to apply a lot to get that dewy glow back. Then we have the Complex Culture Full Out Brow Gel, Tinted Volumizing Brow Gel in the shade, what was this, Warm Blonde. I really like this. This is probably gonna be my new favorite brow mascara stuff. I love this. Next we have the tat-brow. Like I said, I think it would be really good for the faux laminated brows, or if you have no brows and you want to mimic those brow strokes, I think you'd really like this. I'm gonna mess with it a little bit more and then maybe I'll throw it in like a favorites video if I end up finding a way that works. I'll let you guys know. Then we have the Beauty Blender Opal Essence. This isn't bad. The serum primer, I'll probably end up using like the entire thing and then make a final decision at the end if I want to buy the full size or not. But yeah, so far, I mean, I kind of like it. So it's everything from my full face of first impressions. As always, let me know if you guys have tried out any of these products in the comments below and what you think. Also, if you have any side notes about these products that you noticed, let me know in the comments as well. Or if you have a better way of applying any of these, let me know. But thank you guys so much for watching. It was so nice sitting behind the camera again. It's been so long. But anyways, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.